But our dry bulk shipping also is a very cyclical business.
Yes.
And there are downturns, of course. And right now, of course, is considered one of those downturns. I think one of the guiding principles that my parents really believed in, and it's a fundamental core value on which this company was founded, and it is that of integrity and that of sincerity. So my father started this company not with any desires of material wealth. My father came to this country, as you know, with nothing and with no friends, not even with my mom and his 2.5 children, because May was still in my mom's womb. My father came here and he started this business because he needed to put food on the table and to provide for his family. And he spoke English with a heavy Chinese accent. He had no connections or relationships, and so he couldn't find a job. People would not hire him. And so he marked his own road, and he created something of his own. So he did this with a very humble desire to provide for his family. And so that is why integrity and sincerity, what his words are his bond. If he says something, then that is going to be carried out. And that is part of the reputation of this company, and that is why this company has the reputation and garners the respect in the industry that it has. Because, as you know, and we thank you for last year helping us to celebrate our 50th anniversary, we have managed through downturns, many, many downturns over the years, because shipping is a cyclical business. And so when there is a downturn, that is when we are planning for the future. My parents were amazing people because they complemented each other very well. My mother was a very progressive person as well. And as we think about the company and its future into the next 50 years and beyond, we do think about what do we want to look like. We don't necessarily want to be the biggest, but my father does say we want to be the best. So the first and most important thing that I think about when I wake up in the morning is that I act honorably, with dignity, and with integrity, so that the Chow name remains a wonderful name that is respected, and that people know that I'm the daughter of good people and good parents, and that our company carries out our word. I think it's also very important that we understand, and we remind ourselves of this every day, we are a service company. We are a facilitator of world trade. World trade allows the world to be more harmonious. We, as a family, are very big believers in more international trade and dialogue between countries and between peoples. And of course, East-West relations have a particular sentimental meaning to us, and one that we always contribute to, or we try to contribute to, in significant ways. So that is also something that we believe is part of our social responsibility as a company going forward. As a younger generation, I think we're also very proud that our fleet is environmentally friendly and has some of the most innovative and modern technologies for eco-friendly designs and equipment. And that is something that we're very proud of in our fleet. Our fleet average age remains less than 5 years and has been so for the last 20 years. So it shows you that we're constantly renewing and changing and improving. Well, I think that China's entry into the WTO was a major watershed moment for the world. And that very much coincided with the dry bulk commodity boom starting in 2003. And we saw a super cycle where the dry bulk commodities, up into the financial crisis of 2008, had seen prices and seen growth that it had never seen before. We are long-term, of course, very bullish on China, and China will continue to grow and will continue to have demand growth. China's emphasis on environmental friendliness, whether it's on coal, use of coal and iron ore production and steel production, this is, of course, dampening some of the dry bulk demand in the short term. But I think in the long term, these are still very important trends that will be good for dry bulk growth long term, because it's going to be quality growth and it will be environmentally friendly growth.